Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. We have a new event in Warcraft Rumble. It's a very short mini event only going to last 3 days. It's the Gadget Bonanza. And I have to say Gadget Bonanza is not the event that I thought it would be, but let's see, I'll explain. Gadget Bonanza is a solo event. It's all about buying things from the grid, buying stuff from the daily offers, also redeeming your free daily offer as often as possible, and buying stuff from the shop. You can get all of the rewards from this event as a free-to-play player, but you really should not do that, because this event is mostly going to cost you coins instead of giving you coins. Although you can still benefit from this event as well, but you have to realize that this type of event that companies use when they want to drain some resources from the in-game economy. It's a gold sink type of event before they release some new content. So Hearthstone has been doing this since 2016 with the heroic Brawliseums, which mostly just drain gold from the economy so that players will have less gold, and then new content comes and they want that new content and they don't have gold, so they spend some gold on that. And likewise, this is going to spend your coins, so that when new minis come soon, then you won't have coins to work on those new minis and upgrade those new minis so that you would spend more money again. It doesn't mean that it's all bad. I mean, this is definitely not all bad of an event. It is an opportunity to make good use of your coins for the current content, but it's good to be aware of the fact that this is clearly designed to drain some coins from the economy so that you would spend more when new content arrives. The reward tree itself looks pretty normal, although there's a lot of big red buttons. On the first row buttons are 1 copies, the others are 2 copies each, so there's 12 big red buttons on this reward tree. That's not a usual reward at all. Then there's 400 coins or 600 coins if you're a booster player. 2 major tomes, 3 star tomes. Star tomes are actually pretty good because of the way they give you stars for minis that you typically want to have stars for. So those are actually quite sweet rewards. 3 mega Tinker's gems so that you can get some XP on minis from the grid. And 1 rare O-Matic, which is really sweet, but it's also at the very bottom. The full tree costs 65,251 shinies, and you can earn up to 81,700 shinies from the challenges, although 12,000 of those shinies are locked behind Azeroth's Blessing, you know, the thing that you can buy from the shop for 5 euros or something, and then it's going to give you coins for 1 month. So if you have that one active, you're going to get 12,000 shinies just for owning that. And even if you don't have that, technically, you can still earn almost 70,000 shinies, so you could still buy the full tree, but you really don't want to. There's also a new rule when it comes to redeeming the rewards. You need to buy all connected items from the previous row. So, for example, if I buy this middle coin pouch here, I can't actually buy either of these because they are both connected to 2 items on the previous row. So I would need to have this coin pouch and I would need to have this button in order to get to this tome. There's a new rule, and that means that if you want to get to these singletons here, this single file, then you will have to buy every single item from the tree. Most of the interesting items are quite early in the tree anyway. There's these 3 coin pouches, total of 400 coins or 600 if you have the booster. If you want to get all of these, then you need to buy everything from the first 2 rows, and then you can access these pouches here and you can skip this red button. That's going to be 7,750 shinies. And that is pretty much the recommended participation in this specific event. You could also try to get these star tomes. They are not bad as such. Then you also need to pick up this red button, so then you will spend a total of 21,250 shinies if you want to get those star tomes as well. And then to get this star tome, you'd have to buy all 3 of these, so you can't just buy a button from the side and go through. So that's going to get really expensive already. But to get the coins, you could, for example, claim daily offers. If you claim daily offers religiously, including the free one, then you can get up to 4,500 shinies from that, even without actually buying any daily offers. Then you could move some items on the grid. That would be 25 coins to get 1,000 shinies. If you buy 5 items from the grid, then that's going to give you 3,000 shinies. So that's already 8,500 shinies, and that gives you all the coin rewards. And now you come to the realization that you just spent 475 coins. If you have the booster, you made a net profit because you got 600. But if you're completely free to play, you only got 400 in return. So yeah, obviously those were quite heavily discounted purchases, but they still ended up costing you something. You could also add some big red buttons and maybe buy something with an XP gem. So theoretically, you could get all the coins with just a single purchase from the grid, and then you would make a net profit even as free to play. So sort of that is possible, just don't go very deep into the tree. If you want to go a little bit deeper and catch those star domes as well, then you want to farm XP gems from the grid. And for that you want to use the T-shape or the L-shape method, because an XP gem is going to appear on the grid after 18 minutes have been cycled. And it needs an open space from the cycled slots. So if you purchase something and every slot that it cycles includes a mini or a talent, then there's no space for the gem to spawn. There's always space for the gem to spawn if you use a big red button though, because it literally cycles every single slot on the grid. But basically you want to do a 4-5-5-4. So first you want to buy the gem while cycling 4 minis, then you want to make a T or L shape, buy the mini in the intersection twice, so cycling the full 5 minis twice, then move one of the minis and buy 4 minis, leave one open space, boom, a gem is going to appear, and this is what that looks like. So here we go, I have an XP gem over here. I need to buy so that I buy 4 minis as well, so I could move this giant over there, and then I can buy the Jane, and that's going to cycle the gem and also 4 minis. So we're going to buy that, and pow, I buy that Jane star right there, woohoo. And then I will need to make the shape. Oh, I can actually make that uncommon soon, so let's do that. I'll move these a little bit so that I can make a T shape. And now I buy the intersection one. So we buy this one from the intersection. Pow, no brute, woohoo. And it comes out as a T shape again. And I want to buy a thing from the intersection again. I actually think I want that one. Okay, yeah, the directory is better, but for demonstration purposes, we're just going to get this one now. Non-common skeleton body. That's wonderful. Then I want to drop one. So I want to get something out of the way. I don't want Tip of the Spear though, so I actually need to move that one away as well. I might move that one all the way here, and then I can buy the Harpy Star here, and pow. And now, because there was free space for the gem to spawn, and I had cycled enough minis, chumps, there's my XP gem. And then you rinse and repeat, you need to buy this XP gem so that you also cycle 4 minis, and so on and so forth. And that is the way to do the T-shape or L-shape method on the grid. And that's an effective way for this particular event as well, because you need to buy minis together with XP gems in this one. So as an example of what it looks like to progress the event through that method, every 5 minis bought includes 1 bought with an XP gem. So if you buy 25 minis with the T-shape method, you will complete at least the challenge to buy 4 minis with a gem. That's 9,000 shinies. Buy 25 minis. That's 22,000 shinies. Move 5 minis. You're definitely going to have to move at least 5. That's 10,000 shinies. So you're going to get a total of 32,000 shinies from that. And that's going to cost you a minimum of 2,275 coins, maybe a little bit more, depending on how many moves you need to make. You could get the first 2 star tomes with a little bit fewer moves, because you can claim those daily offers up to 4,500 shinies. If you buy 15 minis with the T-shape method, you will complete at least buy 2 with gem, that's 4,000 shinies. Buy 15 minis, that's 12,000 shinies. Move 5 minis, that's 1,000 shinies. So that's going to be a total of 21,500 shinies for a minimum of 1,375 coins, probably a little bit more because you move stuff. So you're going to get that 400 coins back. So as you can see, you are still paying something, but you do get a bunch of stars as well. And you get some star tomes, which are also pretty good. So it's basically like buy 15, get 6 for free kind of deal. So is the Gadget Bonanza event worth it? Not really, no. I mean, if you were going to buy something from the grid anyway in the near future, then yeah, sure, make use of this event, get some shinies, get some other stuff along as you make those purchases. But if you weren't going to buy anything right now, if you want to save in order to upgrade the Usera when it comes and stuff like that, then you might even skip this event entirely. It's very hard to turn net profit from this event. There is a way with free daily offer camping, spamming some of those big red buttons, then you can get by with just like 1 purchase with a gem or something like that, and then you can actually turn some net profit from this. So maybe you shouldn't completely ignore it, but it's no use to get to the bottom of the tree. Even though there is a rare aromatic there, which is kind of attractive, then there's just too much other stuff on the way. It's just not really worth it. So very similar event in concept as the heroic Brawliseum in Hearthstone, which is there just to make you spend some stuff so that then you want to pay for new stuff when new stuff arrives. Although slightly better than Heroic Brawliseum for the player actually, because there are some ways to get a minor profit out of this. But yeah, not a major event. I can see why Blizzard didn't make a big deal out of this. I wouldn't want to advertise this a whole lot either. But with some caveats, you can do a little bit of something with this and just watch it. Don't go too deep into this. Don't be too enthusiastic about this, because then you're just going to spend coins for nothing. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.